Hello there, Leo. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are having a look at new love for October of 2024. So if you are single, ready to mingle, and looking for new love, this is your reading. We are right in the middle of eclipse season here, folks. Eclipses bring unexpected events, fated events. They bring change, they bring endings, they can bring new beginnings as well, and they can certainly bring some surprises our way. We are also just starting Libra season. Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is, of course, the planet of love and new beginnings and abundance and all the things that make us feel good. And so this is an awesome energy. Venus is in Scorpio right now. So this can bring about deep love connections. It can bring about some mystery and a little bit of magic in our world here as well. But this is an energy of deep attraction, intense relationships, heightened passion. So it can be really great for finding love. We've just come out of a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. This is kickstarting a brand new chapter. So even though it's a full moon, it's very close to the North Node, which is our future, and it has a new beginning association with it, right? So yes, we are at the end of a cycle, but we're about to embark on a new chapter, on a new story. We've got a new moon solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd. So a new moon in the sign of relationships, right? Libran energy there can be very wonderful for us, right? It can really open the doors to some new possibilities for us here. And yes, with us being in Libra season, this is a focus on finding more balance and harmony in our lives. And this is also a focus on partnerships in our world of all kinds, business partnerships, friendships. But of course, we are here talking about love and romance. So let's get into your cards and see what we've got. We've got community coming out here first, right? We're not an island. Humans are social creatures. We do have periods or years or months or weeks or days of solitude, right? But we also, a plane going overhead. It's highly unusual. But we, as social creatures, right, we do need people, right? We do need to interact. We do need to socialize at some point, right? Some more than others. But the community card is showing you that you may be finding love within your community, within your neighborhood, or within some sort of group or social system that you've got going on in your life, right? So this can be through your friends and family. This can be maybe even through your workplace, through your business, or this can be through some other connections you have, maybe with some like-minded people. There could be some help out there for you guys looking for love as well. You could have friends that introduce you to somebody, right? Or maybe this is your message from the universe to get out there and, maybe join more groups, right? And it doesn't have to be like a singles group or anything, although that might work well for you as well. It may just be if you have a hobby or a special interest or something like that, see if there's a group of people like physically meeting up, right? Maybe online might work for you, but it's those physical connections, right? It's meeting people and talking to people face to face that can sometimes really give us a little bit more opportunity to find love. But people helping people in your community card. That is, by the way, card number 8, right? 8 in some, not all tarot decks. It depends on how they're set up. But 8 is often very much associated with your strength card, and the strength card is your energy there, Leo, right? But 8 is also about manifestation and about abundance and about being flexible and adaptable. So sometimes we've got to kind of shift the way we do things to make something new happen. We have all that glitters here as well, all right? Now, as we see with this, we've got a big giant pile of gold, right? But we've got masks on the top of there. What are the masks hiding, right? Masks typically hide something, or they are meant to, make something look different than it actually is. When we get the all that glitters message, it is very much about looking beyond the surface. Not everything is always as it seems. For example, you could, I'll just throw this example out there. You might meet somebody who on the outside may not initially look like somebody that maybe you would normally be attracted to, right? And maybe they play against type. So maybe if you, usually go for somebody that's maybe like very physically fit and physically active and kind of thing, and maybe you meet somebody that, maybe they're not necessarily an athlete, but they've got a lot of passion within them and there's a lot of chemistry there with that connection. So it's like a little bit different than what you would normally see. And not everything, how do I want to say that? Don't judge a book by its cover, right? Not everyone expresses themselves outwardly like you often do, Leo. Sometimes people have a quieter passion rather than a more outside extroverted one, right? And sometimes we can have an introvert and an extrovert get together and they each complement each other in a very interesting way. So you might be that extrovert, shocking, Leo, right? You might be that extrovert. But if you were to meet an introvert, right, how you complement each other is they kind of pull you back a little bit and maybe ground you a little bit, but you also pull them out of their shell. And it's like we meet in the middle in a perfect world, right? So that's one way you look at the all that glitters. Don't judge a book by its cover. Not everything is what it seems. Sometimes the mask, the face that we put on for the world belies what really, really makes us tick underneath or what we're really like underneath, right? Like we get some of the court cards in tarot. We could get the King of Pentacles, right? Someone who is probably very practical, very committed, very business oriented, very successful, right? They're driven, but they're generous, they're kind, right? And, they could have, a lot of love to give. It's just they may not necessarily show it and wear it on their sleeves. Another way that we can interpret the all that glitters energy is to make sure that you are trusting your instincts, okay? Ask some probing questions, especially if you're doing anything online. We all know that the internet is a cesspool sometimes, and you can't always trust everything. So make sure if you are doing any online dating or anything like that, that you're not giving away too many personal details right off the bat. If you are meeting somebody, maybe meet someone in a mutually agreeable place out in public. Don't give them your address right away, that kind of thing, just so that you can get like a good feel, right? Always a good idea to protect yourself whenever you are on the internet, just because there are a lot of scammers around, but you can't always trust what you see. But also, if you are looking at your friendship circle, your family circle, and you're seeing all these perfect relationships around you, especially on social media, remember, not everything is as it seems. The face that couples put out there for the world don't often reflect what is really going on. And, looking at people's social media, because let's face it, no one ever posts the pictures of the ugly cry, right? No one ever posts pictures of the bad times. They post the pictures of the smiley, happy times. And that has been known and shown to really kind of make us like kind of feel like we're missing out on something, or it makes us depressed in some cases because everyone else around us is smiley and happy and here we are all alone, right? So we do need to remember that not everything is as it goes on behind the scenes. And we've all known that couple where oh my God, they were the perfect couple. I can't believe they just broke up. Were they the perfect couple? You have no idea, right? You're not behind those closed doors. So just remember, right? Stay in your own lane. Envy and jealousy and all those kind of things, they're not going to work in your favor. And, just put yourself out there and find the love that is maybe a little bit elusive, but is certainly coming in if we keep an open mind. We've got the Four of Cups at the back of the deck, and the Four of Cups is sometimes where we're losing interest, right? We're feeling as though we're something missing. We, maybe don't quite know what it is, or we're starting to give up a little bit, but there's something coming in here, right? We've got 3 cups here. Dude's not interested. He's like, ugh, whatever. I'm over it, right? But then it's like, oh my God, there's something trying to come in. So sometimes it's a little bit of a waiting game with that Four of Cups. Sometimes it's a reminder that we need to look beyond the surface, beyond what's in front of us. What have we just been saying, right? We need to look at the potential and the possibilities. We need to look at our peripheral vision and the big picture to recognize an opportunity when it comes in, because it might look a little different than what we expected. Your main energy coming in, we've got the Temperance card here. This is Sagittarian energy, but the Temperance card brings in patience, healing, and balance. It's also a little bit of spiritual alchemy. So you can certainly be having some help from the cosmos, help from your guides and your angels up there in the universe, all right, helping bring you love. Temperance card does bring a healing element. It helps bring balance into your world, but it really does show your power and your potential to attract the right kind of people into your world. All right. Now, it may be a Sagittarian energy there as well. So you could be attracting a fire sign, but by the same token with the Temperance card, because we do have a cup with water and we've got a cup with fire, right? And so you could also be meeting a water sign person to temper your fire, right? And what do you get when you put water and fire together? You get steam, right? So it can be something very exciting on the horizon for you there. But this is a very calm and very patient energy. So it's like, just go with the flow. All right, let's see what else we get with that. We get another very calm, patient energy with the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, beautiful. And we've got the Devil card. All that glitters, Devil card, obsession, right? Something's got control over you. Looking at the negatives. Interesting. So that Devil card is not one to be messed with whenever we do get the Devil card, right? This is a reminder about boundaries, right? Boundaries, perspective, always necessary with the Devil card. All right. Now, the Devil card in itself can certainly represent our shadow side. It can represent our fears, right? And we do have the Temperance card. We've got the angel over the devil, right? So your guardian angel is here to help protect you, all right, from something that may not be what it seems, to help you to move past your fears, brings in a healing energy from something that has kept you stuck and trapped and something that's really had control over you, right? Those underlying fears that we've got, right? Those past energies that we've got. And this can help protect you, Temperance, right? Protect you from anything that isn't what it pretends to be. So this Devil card here is really just that reminder, right? Again, number one, sometimes we have to face our fears. Sometimes we do need to really embrace, how should we say, embrace our light to chase away the shadows in the dark. We do sometimes need to be very honest and truthful with ourselves about what is maybe really controlling us and holding us back from opening our heart fully to love. And it may be, that past relationship that a lot of people have had, right, that has gone a little bit sideways, or maybe you've been in a controlling relationship, that kind of thing, something that hasn't been healthy for you, right? And there's still something there that, just is a lingering energy. And I feel like the Temperance card here with your very much an angelic realm card here is helping to release you from this energy. And of course, protect you from anything new. Again, all that glitters. But the Devil card can be about obsession, right? Obsessing over new love, or going to the dark side because you haven't found that new love yet. And we don't want to do that. We want to look at the possibilities, and, we want to see the potential out there. We want to keep that open mind, right? But so when the doubts creep in, call on your guardian angels, embrace a healing energy, right? And recognize and remember that at any given time, right? These two people on the Devil card, okay, they've got chains. Their hands are free. At any time, they can reach up. They can take those chains off and walk away, right? Remember your personal power, because something has taken your power or is making you feel powerless. It's time to take back your personal power. All right. Interestingly enough, Pluto, right? Pluto, ruler of Scorpio. Venus is in Scorpio. Pluto is retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, the Devil card. So this can certainly be a healing moment in time for you to take back your personal power. Very, very transformative in its energy. And this is setting you up for opening yourself fully to new love. So this can be wonderful. It can also very simply be, by the way, with the Devil card, that maybe especially with the 9 of Pentacles, that you've been very focused and very driven in your career. Capricorn energy, the Devil card can be about the material things in our world. We do have a 9 of Pentacles here, which does represent independence and personal success. And especially in your career, in your money, all these things, right? It's also about being very focused on you and what you want to accomplish. It's like a singular focus on that. And Capricorn energy, the Devil card, is very much connected with your career path. But it feels like here, especially with that 9 of Pentacles here, that you've got some success right here on the horizon. So it may be a really big turning point for you throughout the month of October, where you're turning from being focused on to career, and now you're turning it around and you're focused more on you, on love, on romance, on the future, because you've accomplished something here in your life that you've set out to do. But we do have the 4 of Swords, and this is very peaceful energy. It brings inner peace, outer peace, peace of mind. It is one of rest and relaxation. And again, it could be that you've been very driven, you've been very focused, right? Because you wanted to accomplish something here. And now this is where you can kind of like take your foot off the accelerator a little bit of R&R, which is overdue for you. This also shows the powers of meditation, your connection with the universe, with the cosmos, with spirit, okay, to help you chase away, again, these shadows, these doubts, these fears, whatever is restricting, holding you back, whatever is taking your power away. We are getting our mojo back. The blessings headed your way. We've got the 9 of Wands. Now, the 9 of Wands, not always necessarily the, happiest card, right? For sure. It's a wounded warrior, right? We've been through the ups and downs. We've been through the ringer. It's been a long, hard slog. We've been walking the path. It's had its ups and downs, but it's been tiring. So there is like a little bit of a tired energy that's coming in here for some of you. So it may be that you've been burning the candle at both ends. It may be that you've just been working yourself into the ground. It may just be that there's been some past things you've been trying to clear out, some pain and some hurt and some heartache and all of this, right? And so this 9 of Wands is showing you that you're here, you're done. 9s are about completing something. And you're right here, right on the cusp of turning around to a new beginning here in this energy. The 9 of Wands, instead of being wounded, we're healed. Instead of being skeptical, we're more optimistic. Instead of feeling like we have to protect ourselves, we feel like it's okay to start letting our guard down, right? This is in your blessings. This is the energy benefiting you the most in the month ahead, all right? So this can certainly be that turning point that you've been looking for, that you need. 8 of Swords in reverse, Page of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. So yeah, we got some, stop it. My cards are slipping all over the place. So again, blessings. All right. 8 of Swords in reverse. 8 of Swords in the upright is restrictive, self-imposed, restricted, strapped in fear. I don't know what I want. Oh my God, I'm scared, right? We're flipping that on its head. It's a release. It's freedom, right? And this is letting go of fears and doubts and worries and insecurities, right? We've got the 7 of Swords here as well. Now, normally the 7 of Swords isn't necessarily, the most positive card in the deck, right? It's not necessarily the worst, but it's not the most positive either. But we can turn it into a positive, right? And in your blessings position, this is trusting yourself instead of doubting yourself. This is being clear in what you want. This is being clear in what you need to leave behind. So you could be getting some clarity here in this energy. This is also knowing when to trust and when not to, right? Because the 7 of Swords can certainly be that energy of not trusting a situation, right? And so we're very much turning that around. So where there's been mistrust, now we have an opportunity to trust. Where we've been negative or doubtful, Now we're positive and we've got clarity, right? Now the Seven of Swords can also potentially be a stealthy energy, okay? A little bit of a sneaky energy, right? And with this energy here, it does feel, especially with the Devil card coming in here as well, eclipses can bring people back out of the woodwork, all right? But it feels like here that you're going to see through someone's BS if they do come back. They're trying to sneak back into your life. They're trying to wheedle their way back in. Hey, I've changed, blah, 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 blah. The devil lies, right? But you're going to recognize that, right? So if someone comes in with a load of BS, right? Remember, all that glitters. You're going to recognize that. You're going to put up healthy boundaries with the Nine of Wands, and you're going to get on with your day. We do have the Page of Pentacles here as well. So again, some of you, there's something to do with your work, with your career, with your home, with your money, that kind of thing. And the Page of Pentacles can certainly bring you that blessing, that gift, that opportunity that you've been looking for, that improvement that you've been looking for. Okay. So this can bring you something very wonderful in your life. And this gives you this big old sigh of relief. It's like, oh my God, my hard work is paying off. The Page of Pentacles does also bring some good news as well. It brings some positive information into the realm, right? The pages do bring new people, new connections, new invitations, new opportunities, and they also bring information. So this can be really very, very exciting for you guys, right? You may have a couple of no's, but this leads you to a yes. All right. Your advice from Spirit, the Knight of Wands. Now we can look at this a couple of different ways. Okay. Now we all know, I mean, if you're familiar with tarot, if you're familiar with modern reading, right? The Knight of Wands is quite often associated with player energy, right? I'm here for a good time. I'm not here for a long time. I'm going to wine them. I'm going to dine them. And then I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge, right? So with that Knight of Wands, this knight is facing the left. He's facing the past. So Spirit wants you to be aware that there could be some past energy or some past habits and cycles that you may really need to put up some boundaries for. All right. Whether it's a person or whether it's a cycle, right? Because I mean, the Knight of Wands with the Devil energy, that's like typical bad boy or bad girl energy, very rebellious in its energy, right? Very irresistible sometimes, right? But do you want to repeat the past or do you want to go to the future? Right? So Spirit's giving you the heads up that you may need to make that choice. But the Knight of Wands can also just show that, you need to put yourself out there, right? It's like you're on a quest. You're on a quest for love. And when we put ourselves out there, we can open doors. And the Knight of Wands says that you need to start somewhere with love. And it quite often starts with attraction. It quite often starts with that spark, that little bit of chemistry, a shared connection, maybe even doing something creative, right? Whatever it happens to be, it all got to start somewhere. So even though you may meet somebody, or you may open those doors and you've got this really big magnetic pull with this person, they're almost irresistible, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a red flag. So again, Four of Swords, right? Kind of just go within a little bit, okay? Ask for guidance, right? Temperance card there to help you recognize if this is just I'm knocking my socks off here with this connection, right? Or if it is a red flag, right? Sometimes they can be a little bit challenging to recognize between the two. But put yourself out there on the quest for love and you just might find it. Whereas if we, kind of go in hermit mode a little bit or we give up, we're probably not going to find it, right? But Spirit is saying get ready for a little bit of action, all right? Your overall outcome for your month, we do have the Five of Swords coming out here, okay? Now, Five of Swords isn't necessarily negative, all right? But with the Five of Swords, this is a energy of I won. But there's other people that face rejection, okay? So you may, in order to get what you want, what you're looking for, you may need to turn a couple of people down. That can also go the other way as well on your quest for love, right? Sometimes we are faced with the no's as well, okay? Sometimes we do have those rejections or those connections that don't necessarily get off the ground. However, the Five of Swords, this person right here at the front, he won, right? So don't give up, all right? Communication may be difficult. Watch out for miscommunication here as well, because the Five of Swords can often represent that there is some miscommunication out there, or there's jumping to conclusions, that kind of thing. So just make sure that you're asking questions and make sure that you're seeing the truth of a situation. And, if there's other people, maybe you do need to say no somewhere along the way. All right. This is always a reminder just to watch what you say, because words hurt. All right. But this can be where, you do flat out say no. You're like, nope, I'm on a different path. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And this can be with, if there is someone that's trying to sneak back in to your life in some way. Right. So just watch for that. But fives for the Five of Swords can certainly represent that there may be some communication challenges, but you have the opportunity to communicate differently. So if you're running into a brick wall in making connections, see what you can do a little bit differently. And this can certainly help you. We do have the 10 of Cups coming in here. Super happy card. The Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, very nice. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. There's your community card, right? Teamwork, collaboration, people helping people. So in this energy here, we've got the Nine of Cups at the back of the deck. Yay. All right. So there is an underlying energy of moving towards something that you really wished for, something that you have really wanted. This is your wish fulfillment card, right? It's like, yes, I got my wish. It came true. It's also one of feeling happy, feeling content, feeling happy with what you've accomplished, feeling like you've overcome a lot of battles and hurdles, and you're like, oh man, I made it. I feel so much better, right? And so you've got the Nine of Pentacles here and the Nine of Cups right here. Awesome energies that are coming out. Some sort of personal best, personal accomplishment here, right? So whether it's a healing journey you're on, or whether there is something to do with your work, with your career, with your money situation that is getting resolved, or that is moving forward in a good direction, right? It is a very good omen for success for whatever it is you're looking for. And of course, we are looking for new love here, right? But let's face it, other things happen in our lives as well on that quest. But we do have the happy family, happy life, and unlimited possibilities card here with the 10 of Cups. This can certainly show that, even though there may be some things that disappoint you or let you down, or you might have some, some battles, some challenges, some conflicts, the stuff with the Five of Swords, that there is happiness at the end of the tunnel. There is possibilities at the end of the tunnel. And, so don't give up and don't lose faith. Keep an optimistic attitude and keep your communication positive. It's hard to do when you're out there, especially if you're online dating or anything like that. It's like, ugh, man, right? You're Four of Cups. It's like, oh man, I think I'm just going to throw in the towel. But don't give up. Keep persevering, okay? Or do something different. Remember, change in how you find and attract love is not a bad thing. But we do have the Knight of Pentacles here. So this can very well be you very much making some moves, making some changes in your home and your career, that kind of thing. It's really positive, okay? And especially with the happy home, happy family card here, right? There could be some negotiation that needs to happen and that kind of thing, and then things get settled. This can also be with something, again, from the past, right? And that Five of Swords shows that there might be some sort of battle, negotiation, something like that, but things will work out in the end. So especially if you've got like any custody battles or anything, or, divorce settlements and that kind of thing going on, right? It's probably taking quite some time. And this is like, ugh, man, the Devil card there, it's exhausting. And, but it looks like things will probably have a good resolution for you. And at least you can put that to bed. All right. But the Knight of Pentacles can certainly be somebody coming in. We start with the Page and we get the Knight. And so you could have a connection that starts off as, just something small, just something tentative, but then it kind of moves forward a little bit. Not necessarily leaps and bounds. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving, but it's very calm, very patient, very one foot in front of the other. And the Knight of Pentacles would be, I think at the beginning of the reading, I used an example of the King of Pentacles, where, this person, if you just look at them, they might look kind of boring. They might look like, oh, that's all work and no play. And that, yes, they got to where they are for a reason. But underneath, there's a potential here for long-term happiness. and working together in a collaborative team environment, right? Teamwork makes the dream work, right? So this person would be very committed, very down to earth, very practical. Yes, and boring on some levels, but also very stable. Would potentially, you could be very happy with this person, right? Because there is a lot of love, a lot of passion, and some interesting things that run underneath that stoic, kind of business-like, down-to-earth, practical exterior, right? So you just never know. You just never know. But your attention to detail will certainly pay off for you here as well with that Knight of Pentacles. And it does say pay attention to details and take your time. Right? Don't let anyone push you or rush you into anything. Take your time and assess your situation and make your own decisions. The three of Pentacles here is certainly about teamwork, collaboration. This can be where people are helping people, right? So there might be some help and support somewhere along the way for you, maybe even a friend that can introduce you to someone new. But this can also be like a learning environment. And we said at the beginning as well with your, thank you. We said at the beginning as well with the community card, right, that maybe there's something that you can join where, maybe it's like a creative endeavor, maybe it's like a hobby or a special interest or something. And this is people like, in that learning collaborative kind of environment. So you could be, by breaking out of the mold and by doing something different and connecting with people in the real world in real time, this can actually potentially lead you towards love. Number 33, I am expanding. Very nice. Got a master teacher number. Oh, master teacher number 33. Teaching, learning, guiding, collaborating with people. Very interesting. Any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be well worth your while. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. I am expanding. Beautiful energy. 3, of course, is also related back to the Empress card. Right? Love, new beginnings, abundance, beautiful stuff, and Venus energy. So very nice there. We've got card 9, number 9 there for you. I am compassionate. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you're being of service. I am compassionate. And there's that completion again, right? Got 3 9s coming out here for you guys, right? So, that holds some significance. Actually, we've got 4 9s. 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and angel number 9. So pay attention. And we've got 3 5s, actually 4 5s, because we've got the 5 of Swords as well. So a lot of change in the wind for you guys. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. And we had that 10 of Cups. All highly significant for you. All right, I'm going to leave all that there, folks. I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please like this video. Any interaction from you does help it get seen, so I thank you very much. And if you do enjoy my readings, consider subscribing to my channel. But I hope you guys have a fantastic October. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.